I'm Julie Barkey with Session Update. Minnesota is on the cusp of becoming the 12th state in the nation to legalize same-sex marriage. On Thursday, the House passed its bill, and on Monday, it made its way to the Senate floor.
Madam President and members, House File 1054 is actually a very simple bill. But sometimes the simplest bills are the most powerful in affecting people's lives for the better. With just a few words, we have the ability to bring loving families across the entire state of Minnesota into the full sunshine of equality and freedom that they've been denied for so long. And in so doing, help them become stronger, affirm the values that we all share, and strengthen our democracy. Madam President, members, when we do that, we create stronger communities and a stronger state. We're giving people the freedom to marry in this bill.
This proposal does not protect religious institutions and nonprofits. It only protects clergy in a particular church or synagogue where a same-sex marriage might be considered as improper for that particular faith. What about the YMCAs, the YWCAs? What about Northwestern College? What about University of St. Thomas? These are all religious affiliated institutions, but they fail to have a denominational identity. They are not protected. These institutions, take for example, Northwestern College is a very popular place to get married. It's got a nice backdrop, and in the summer it's got beautiful trees and flowers around. It's very popular. That Christian college cannot refuse according to this law that we're now considering. And so it goes with other institutions. Consider the quote-unquote religious organizations that work as a nonprofit. They provide needy services, oftentimes in partnership with our state government. And yet at the very same time, they, even though they come from a religious organization, whether it's Islam, whether it's Jewish, whether it's Christian or any other faith, they would not be protected.
Should this bill pass and be signed into law, what is true today will be true tomorrow. This bill doesn't change anything with respect to the protections of free and fair and open access in the marketplace. So Senator Limmer, I'm sorry to disagree with you, but I think you're simply incorrect. It's not a function of marriage. It's a function of our Human Rights Act and the requirements of our Constitution, the requirements of our laws to make sure that we don't deny the provision and the withholding of goods and services from minority people. As to those organizations that are religiously affiliated, time and again in this bill, there are efforts to provide clarifications. Organizations that are religiously affiliated, that are not taking public funds, yes, you are right on that fact, don't have to serve anyone that they don't see fit to. That's true today, and that will be true tomorrow. This bill doesn't create some sort of new opportunity for folks to demand service from entities that don't want to decline service to them. But in the marketplace, where we prohibit that kind of exclusion for very good reasons, because this is the United States of America, where we don't discriminate against people, we don't exclude people.
And these families, whether some have been able to acknowledge it or not, these families, they pay taxes, they participate in their communities, they go to church, they're active in the PTA. These families deserve the same rights and recognition that we do. And I think it's fair to say there have been a lot of people in this building today, a lot of people here who've been working for and fighting for this for several decades now. And it's finally happening. And I think that's a beautiful day, and I'm really proud of the people of Minnesota, and I'm very happy and honored for them. And I urge all of you to join us in showing our support and recognition for those families who we care about and who deserve the same protection that all of us have.
We must respect religious freedom at the same time that we advance rights. This bill does not do that. While advancing the rights of some, this bill denies the rights of others in the process.
Governor Mark Dayton has stated he will sign the measure. If you want to continue tracking the work of the Senate, you can continue to track us, Senate Media Services, at Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.